All 100-year-old houses are a lot different than, you know, a modern build, but we feel like our house definitely is tipping over the weird scale. There is a lot of interesting things going on here.
Wacky shack!
So because we're finally settled somewhat, it's, you know, only slightly embarrassing the amount of mess that the house currently is, we thought we'd finally give you a tour of what the inside of our house looks like.
Come along. Hello. 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 How many doors do you need in this place? This is technically the back door to the house, but it functions as the front door because the actual front of the house is on a very busy street, and the back of the house is where the parking is. So the natural flow of the house is to enter through the back. When you first walk into the house, it's into this mudroom, which was a little bit underwhelming compared to the rest of the house, but it's very functional. It's got a nice, you know, big floor that, you know, muddy, dirty things can go into. And the vacuum cleaner is right here, so it's actually pretty easy to keep this area relatively clean. Probably the main drawback of this is there's no heat in this room, and we do have our washer here, so we have water lines out here. The stairs lead us into the main kitchen living space. So the kitchen is a major upgrade from our old location. One of the things that we were really kind of stuck on with our old place was how small the kitchen was and how little counter space we have. And now we've got this huge amount of counter space. They did a really good job on the country kitchen look, even though, you know, we would have preferred more of a modern kitchen style. They did such an excellent job on it that it's not really on the list of things to do. There's like lazy Susans and, you know, big drawers, which are nice because before our Tupperware drawer was probably this big, but it was completely not functional because you took out one piece and everything fell out, and having it all pull out like that is very helpful. You know, this kitchen's a lot bigger than our last kitchen, but I find that it cleans up so much quicker than our old one, because our old one we didn't even have enough space to, like, you know, start cleaning. It was almost like you needed a spot to put dirty things, and just in the matter of cooking a single meal, you'd fill up all the counter space and then it would be impossible to clean. But this one, there's always space, there's always more space, so you can, you know, keep it clean and clean it fairly easily, which is a big bonus. This is also our cat door. Come on. Come on. Oh. One weird thing about this kitchen is this green sink. Just about everybody, you know, notices it. It is quite green. It's kind of hard to get on film, but there is a skylight right here, which is really nice because, you know, we've got the lights on right now for a video, but we actually don't need the lights on during the day in the kitchen for it to be like bright enough. This area makes me laugh because we went over to a friend's house and they had this like little breakfast nook that Serena fell in love with and was part of the reason that we started looking for houses. And the place that we ended up getting already had this like bench seating thing that we'd been talking about exactly. So I think that's pretty amazing that it worked out like that. One of the exciting things about this area as well is the possibility of future family gatherings. This table does have leaves that pull out, so it can get substantially larger, and with the bench seating and, you know, chairs all along the wall there, I'm sure we could fit like 12 people at this table, which is, you know, a good amount of people, and, you know, it won't be over encumbered in this kitchen. The shelves that are along the wall were a pretty big bonus as well. Our previous place, the little bit of counter space that we did have, a bunch of it was taken up with Serena's kombuchas and, you know, other ferments. Now we have a place where we can put all of those. The light fixture is pretty amazing. There's lots of them in the house that are all these Art Deco-y type things, And since the house was built in 1902, these are surely like original, not original from 1902, but 1920s, 1930s probably. And they're super cool. This one's like lightning bolts. This is my favorite one in the whole house, but there's lots of other cool ones as well. There's 2 doors right here. These French doors are great. We go down on those stairs and hang out, eat meals. We also kind of use this space as like, as a place to put our compost. So we put our compost and then walk it down to the piles later on. And different products that we've harvested outside, sometimes they sit here for a little while. There's some walnuts that are sitting here waiting to come inside and stuff. So there's a hand.
It's the winter outdoor fridge.
Yeah, it's a handy little spot. And then those stairs are kind of fun to, just sit on and have a meal in the summertime. And that's where the yard is going to be for the children. This door goes to a little porch. The porch is mostly kind of storage right now. It's it hasn't gotten a ton of use, and as you can see, it's a little bit messy right now because we just don't use it for a ton. But we do have our dehydrator out here in a nice dry spot, so it's kind of handy to have this here. Down here is a little sitting area, so it's covered. It's an extension of our carport over there, and table, chairs. We've hung out in here a lot so far, and I imagine we'll spend a lot of our time here in the future.
Made for real.
Yeah, you gonna show us the playroom?
Ta-da! I made a fort. I made a fort.
Oh yeah. So Leah, what room is this?
Playroom.
You want to give us a tour?
Yes.
Okay, show us all the stuff.
This is a map. This is a toy map. You have to follow numbers.
Okay, and what else is in the playroom?
And this car rug is a car rug. This is a car rug.
And where do all your toys go?
And here, there's a box aisle, this little sign aisle, and that's to a full bed. I'm going to use the TV side. See? That's a package. Don't see this is very tasty. So this is a toy room.
That's your other toy room?
Yep.
You have 2 toy rooms?
Yep, and look at this. Uh-oh. Sam got this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a play kitchen in here?
Yep. And look at this. Garbage. And this. You can put your food in there.
You have so much playroom.
Yeah, but look at this. They're my sister toys.
You guys have lots of special toys. Too many toys, right?
Yeah, but I like my toys. Tumsy.
So as Leah showed you, they have a lot of toys, too many toys, but that's okay because one thing that we have in this house is too much room. So they actually have 2 playrooms just because these spaces didn't really have much other purpose. This room is super weird. This is definitely on the list of things that make this house weird because this is a room off of a room. It like the flow into here is really strange and we don't necessarily know what was happening originally for this to be the layout. But there's a cool built-in bookcase in here. We refer to this as the smoking room. And it is a fairly good sized room. If we've talked about potentially this room could get turned into a bathroom and a walk-in closet, and then the other room that it's off of could be a bedroom in the future to have a ground floor level, suite, I guess. This is the other main playroom, and this is off of our living room. Yet again, there's a door, because there's a door in every single room. which is one of the reasons why we've talked that it would be so nice to have this as like a master bedroom, because then you'd have this like, you know, French doors out to like a little patio. So far it's functioning really nicely. It has a door so we can kind of shut this off. If the kids are being super crazy, they can just do that in their room. They come in here, they make a big mess, but we've been trying to train them to just keep the toys in here, and then we're not tripping over toys all the time. The playroom flows off of the living room, which yet again, super weird. And it's off of the kitchen. This here is the door into the kitchen. There's like this weird little nook for under the stairs, and our couch fit in here. When we first got in here, it was hard to know where to put the furniture because the flow of the room is really strange, because there's not very many spots that would make sense to have a TV. And the main thing we do in our living room is use our TV, because that's where we edit all our videos. So we kind of had to build where our furniture went around this wall being a spot to put like the TV computer setup. And then we were limited because we had the fireplace, so we couldn't get stuff too close to the fireplace because we knew we were going to be using it. There's this like, obviously an addition off of the main original living room, and the floor actually like steps up. It's really hard to see, but this right here is like angled, and there's probably like a couple inches of elevation difference. And then it comes into this extra space. So it's just the strangest living room. We're pretty happy with how we have it set up now, and it's super cozy. You guys are crazy. We're pretty happy with how we have it set up now. Okay, Leah, that doesn't make for good videos, okay? You can be in it, but we're pretty happy with how we have it set up now, and it is a really cozy and nice space to be in. Like, there's so many windows here. There's all these fun details, like these posts, which they're not real. They're just, I have no idea if this.
Well, there's a post under there.
There's a post under here, but then it's built up. I like the look of it.
And there's these up there.
Yeah, and then they did some matching details. The fireplace, it's just such a beautiful detail. Definitely when we were viewing the house, it was like, oh wow, like beautiful fireplace. And then it actually has a wood stove insert, so it's super functional. And it's all set up to like blow the heat out and, you know, be efficient and like fire safe. It's all legal. So we've been just enjoying it so much to have the fire, have this cozy room. You know, we come in here, get the fire going, this room heats up so much. We watch movies as a family, and it's the super cozy family feel to the room. It's basically everything you want in a living room. This is what was originally intended to be the front door, and it would work quite well because they do have this, you know, like there's a bench and like a spot to hang up coats and like a little shelf, so there is function to this as a front door. But the only issue is we're on this super busy road. No one's ever going to stop on the road and come in this way. It's not really how the space is used. So yeah, we do have a front of the house, but it is so much the back of the house that, you know,
This is our wood collecting.
Yeah, exactly. We have all of our wood stored out here. This is like our piles. This front door is like, this front door is like funky. It's cool. Like it has like this like fun, I don't even know what period that is. And then, you know, like it has a fun feel to it, but you know, we can use it as a video backdrop and not completely waste it.
Coming out of the mudroom, if you don't go into the kitchen, you come into the bathroom. This is the only bathroom on the floor, and it's only one of 2 bathrooms in the house. The other one is a very small bathroom, so this is our main bathroom, and it is pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It's functional, but it's definitely unusual, not ideal. We had to have some work done on our shower, so we still haven't closed this in. This is one of those mobility assist bathtubs. It's not going to stick around here forever. We're going to try and sell it, but it's, you know, it just takes up a lot of space. It'd be better served by like a laundry tub. I'm worried that I'm going to take this off and then, you know, there's nothing going to be tiled and it's going to be a bit of a renovation nightmare. It does have a nice big shower in here. You know, it didn't even have a place to put your soap there before. Weird little vanity thing going on there. At least it's got some high place for, you know, putting medicines and stuff so that it's out of the reach of the kids. It also has a fairly substantial little closet here for blankets and cats. This is one of our cats' beds. Hi, Sadie. Do you want to be on TV? Or do you want me to leave you alone? She wants to be left alone. This sink is about the easiest thing to get dirty in the world. You can clean it and it'll be dirty in no time because of all these like little ridges. And also our son Sam likes to play with toothpaste. So, you know, once a day you gotta come in here and clean up some toothpaste, just what everybody loves to do. If any place in the house is haunted, it's the basement. Because it's weird and creepy. These stairs are super steep, so somebody's probably fallen down here and died over the course of the 120 years this house has been around. Watch your head. Down here, there's a storage room. It doesn't really have the same floor space as the rest of the house. We really miss the cold storage in our old house. And so this is kind of like taking some of it. You know, obviously it's not cold down here in the same way, but it's our storage spot for our canning, you know, food overstock, and then beautiful liquor cabinet, and then just various other storage, which Serena wants only food in here, so in a little bit of time, all of this will have to get out and get into the other room. This is the utilities room and also the room where the cats go to hide from us. This house had 2 hot water tanks because of that big tub, the mobility tub, so we have to drain this one and get it out of here. Our furnace is 35 years old, which is pretty nuts, but we're keeping her around. And then this is going to be a storage spot for, you know, just right now camping gear and other dry stuff, but everything that's not food has to come out of that room and come in here. Butt shut. What do you like better, carpet or hardwood?
I like hardwood, but we are definitely not getting rid of these weird, ugly, dirty little carpet strips on the stairs because, like, within the first week of living here, these saved my life multiple times. This is the staircase up into the upstairs where all the bedrooms are. This house has 5 bedrooms, which is insane. That's like way too many bedrooms for us. They're all up on the main floor, up the staircase. Yet again, there's so many weird things going on here. One of our favorite features is we clearly know where the center beam of the house is because I'm standing on it, and it's literally like walking a tightrope. This board is flat, and then the slope on either side is like vertigo inducing. Like the whole house just is total fun house floors up here. I don't know if it's just, you know, bad sloppy workmanship or if things have shifted over the years, but nothing is square, nothing is level up here, and you know, it's just a continuous joke for us. We'll show you the master first because it's super weird. It has some fun details. One of our daughter's favorite things when we viewed it was the fact that there is a stage. So we've been joking, it's a good thing that Ian doesn't have any performance anxiety because we sleep up on the stage. This bedroom is huge. Like our bed's a queen size bed. There's a ton of space. It could easily be multiple bedrooms. This is the dormitory where you stick your 10 kids into all in bunk beds. On Ian's side, there's a closet, and then there's this weird bookcase thing here, which works okay. But we got some more of those old light details that we like. We just don't even know what to do with all the room in here. So we got a couch that's in here, which the kids absolutely love, and it has become a nice space to sit as a family and read bedtime stories. But there is another closet in here. There's a bit more of a full-size closet. So there actually is some clothes storage in here. One of the issues with our bedroom though is it's so big and then it's in the wrong part of the house for the heater to work. So we get like hardly any heat pumping into this room, so it's just freezing. I'm not looking forward to the winter when Ian's gone and, you know, I get into the bedroom and it's freezing cold and the bed's freezing cold. I'm gonna need all my cat bed warmers that I can get to come and warm me up.
One of our least favorite parts of this room are these extensions of the trim. Like, I don't know why they would do that, and they're kind of at different, you know, widths on all different windows and stuff, but it looks silly. So at some point in time when we repaint this room, these will get trimmed off and taken off, and it can be a normal window trim. But right now it's just super weird. Like, why would you do that?
Country kitchen style.
When was that ever in style?
Here's the tiny little register that no heat blows out of. Like, seriously, like, way too small.
This is our other bathroom, and it is kind of uncomfortably small. You know, it functions. We got this nice clawfoot bathtub. The clawfoot bathtub was pretty good, especially when Sam was still using diapers more so. A quick little spray down, pretty handy little fixture like this, and he was all cleaned up. And you know, the kids aren't as crazy about taking baths in this place as they were in the old one, but maybe that's just them getting older. And the toilet and the door kind of, you know, are awkward with each other, and a lot of the times you end up sitting on the toilet in a very uncomfortable way. So I'll leave that up to everybody else's imagination. When we moved in, there wasn't even a spot to store a toothbrush in here, really. So we're working to bring more function here. And we installed this cabinet. And we've got plans to put, you know, like a wall hanging storage solution up here too. So we can put some stuff in here.
One of my favorite details in this bathroom, which is super weird, is there's marble tile baseboards, which is very swank. The old owners told us that they had this old wardrobe that fit really nicely in this specific spot at the top of the stairs. There's no linen closet or anything up here, so we were super excited to get it, and it's super fun. It's got that Art Deco look. So we haven't set it up yet. We're gonna put some shelves in it and then turn it into like linen storage for the bedroom. But it is a little funny because when we put it in, it's really playing up just how tilted the floors are, because it looks like it's like falling over against the wall. But yeah, a great piece to have gotten, and a great gift from the old owners. We picked the kids' rooms based on the fact that we figured these would be the warmest rooms in the house. With it being a 100-year-old house, we weren't sure what the heat and the insulation situation was going to be. We're not into the full-on winter yet, so we don't yet know, but so far the house has been holding heat really well. We do suspect there's been some upgrades in the insulation, and these rooms are functioning for how we wanted it to. They get nice and warm, we don't have to worry about the kids freezing at night, and they're pretty good-sized rooms for such an old house. And they have closets. That's one of the things that you wouldn't necessarily have in a house this old is closets, and every single one of the rooms have some sort of closet space in it.
Hey Sam, tell us about your room.
Do you like your room, Sam? No, you don't like it? I don't know, looks like you like it. Okay, Leah really wants to show you guys her room. So this is Leah's room. Okay, give us the tour.
The flat coat make circles and a little heart in the side, heart in the side. Yeah, and look at,
Hey, you're not supposed to open them.
look at this. It's a hole in the air in it.
Yeah, but you...
Dad, I got a book.
Lots of books.
And someone already did that. But
Somebody already read that book.
yeah, and Dot put it down.
These rooms are chaos, so this is a judgment-free zone. This is what is going to be the craft room. Right now, you know, it's more like just kind of not set up room. It gets hot in the summer and cold in the winter, so, you know, it most accurately reflects the temperature outside of any of our rooms. There's also no overhead light, so we don't really have things figured out in here yet. But it's got a beautiful view, so that's a something. Next to the craft room is our guest bedroom. Also, this is more of just a storage room. We haven't put anything in here yet, you know, any effort in here. We got a mattress on the ground and the kids use it kind of as a playroom. And they've opened up tons of stuff and thrown it all around. And right now we don't care that much, so this is how it is. But it's a really cool shape, and I think people will dig it if people ever have to stay over here.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice with the bay window.
We hope you enjoyed finally getting a tour of our old farmhouse.
Weird old farmhouse.
Yeah. You can't have a farm without a farmhouse. We really like living here. It's a bit of a weird place, but it's really like it's really homey, and we're already like super settled in here. And like I never think about our old place and be like, man, I wish I was back there. It's all like, oh, this feels so good.
Most of our videos aren't about the house, and most of the time we're not even inside the house in our videos because we are working on building a farm.
But it's cold out and rainy today, so we decided we'd do an inside video.
So if you're not already following us, make sure to subscribe to check out as the farm begins to develop. We have lots of gardening stuff that we will be doing in the coming years, and we're super excited for spring when we get to start planting our first farm gardens.
Next year will be a big year for us, so yeah, hit subscribe and you can join our journey.